Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Real Talk with me, Geoffrey Gibson. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been making headlines all over the UK recently: violent protests following the tragic stabbing in Southport. Now, you might have heard these events referred to as protests. But I'm here to argue that they should actually be classified as riots. And I believe those involved deserve serious consequences. So let's get into it. Over the past few weeks, we've witnessed a surge of unrest across various cities in the UK. It's reported that these gatherings were sparked by the horrific stabbing that shook the community in Southport. People came out in numbers, but instead of raising their voices peacefully, many resorted to violence and vandalism. This isn't just a protest, it's a riot. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusions, let's clarify something. Protests are rooted in the exercise of free speech, a fundamental human right, peaceful assembly to express grievances or demand change. But what we're seeing lately goes far beyond that. Riots bring chaos, destruction, and harm to communities. They divert attention from the real issues at hand, turning a moment of grief into a battleground. Ask yourself, where is the logic in these actions? The stabbing that incited this unrest was a horrific crime, and it deserves a critical and constructive response. Instead, we see shops destroyed, properties vandalized, and innocent people caught in the crossfire. This is not how we honor victims or push for justice. Let's talk about consequences. Those who participate in riots, who choose to engage in violence, are not just expressing their anger. They're committing crimes, and it's time we recognize that. I firmly believe that everyone who took part in this chaos, and anyone planning to do so in the future, should face prison sentences. We need to send a clear message: violence is not the answer. The tragedy in Southport is a call for action, yes, but not this kind of action. This is the moment to come together as a society, to mourn, to support one another, and to demand justice through lawful means. It's heartbreaking to see how easily passion can morph into destruction. Instead, let's channel that energy into creating positive change, through dialogue and community engagement. To those considering joining future riots, think about what you're supporting. Is damaging your community truly the way to honor a victim? Is it the best path to justice? I want to urge everyone to take a step back and consider the bigger picture. We have the power to influence change, but it must be done peacefully. That's it for this episode of Real Talk with Geoffrey Gibson. I hope this conversation inspires more thoughtful actions in our communities. Remember, change starts with discussion and understanding, not riots. If you agree or disagree, I want to hear from you. Leave your comments below and let's keep this dialogue going. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed.